Back at it again, and it seems that like we have a very, very interesting video today. We got another one with Candace Owens and Charlie Kirk, I believe, are both in this video. So you know how those usually go. I mean, it's total annihilation when it comes to these debates. These guys are absolutely incredible when it comes to. I would love to watch Candace Owens and Charlie Kirk like in a serious debate. Could you imagine Charlie Kirk and Candace Owens versus AOC and what's her name, Ilhan Omar or whatever, that, you know, one of the ladies that's part of the squad, or the gentleman that, you know, basically said we'll get rid of your checks and balances systems. I forgot his name. The black gentleman. We just touched on him like 4 days ago, maybe. I don't know. I'm sure you guys know his name. I'm still, like I said, I'm still learning a lot of these names and things, so forgive me when I forget names. I'm still an infant, you know, when it comes to, you know, a lot of this stuff. But anyway, I appreciate you guys for tuning in once again. Thank you guys so much for all of the continued love and support. You guys are greatly appreciated, and hopefully I don't let you guys down. But anyway, let's dive in.
Your video popped up about like 3-4 years ago randomly on YouTube, and it changed my life. Simone over there is actually my girlfriend. She was a liberal, and she told y'all. And I let her know that I don't date liberals, so she had no choice but to change. I want to get married to no liberals. But with that being said, though, I come from a single-parent household. I'm government assistance. I live in one of the most poverty, crime-stricken areas. According to the FBI, my zip code was the worst in the nation. With that being said, I refuse to be a victim. Because I'm a victor.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's worthy of a clap right there. Absolutely. Refuse to be a victim. In a society that, I feel like society today encourages people to be victims. Right? And it's weird. It's so weird how people coddle. If you didn't watch the YouTube short that I dropped, yesterday, depending on when you're watching this, it was August 27th. So you might have to scroll back through the archives, depending on when you see this video. I dropped the YouTube short, and I guess Ben Shapiro showed up at a podcast venue, you know, where like a bunch of different, you know, people who run, you know, different podcasts kind of all have booths, and fans can come and meet, you know, the people on those podcasts. And the Daily Wire got a booth at this arena, and Ben Shapiro showed up, you know, because Ben Shapiro is employed by the Daily Wire. So he showed up to, you know, do a little meet and greet. And I guess apparently some SJWs, some social justice warriors, for those of you that don't know what SJW stands for. So whenever I do say SJW, social justice warrior, they were all offended. And I guess apparently wrote letters to whoever runs the whole, you know, thing and set it up. And, you know, they came out with some letter and was like, you know, we deeply apologize. We know how hurtful having Ben Shapiro there was. It was unacceptable for us to even have the Daily Wire. We didn't really assess how damaging that could be. It is our fault. And the pain from that will last forever. You guys got to go watch that YouTube short. It is mind-boggling, crazy how soft these people are. And I'm like, why are you coddling them? And in between, you know, seeing the document, they would like stitch in like clips of Ben Shapiro, you know, laughing, smiling, meeting and greeting fans, you know, hugging people, having good conversations. And then, we're sorry how hurtful this could be. I'm like, are you serious? So kudos to this gentleman here, man. I love it. Not a victim, baby.
And there's a couple of questions that I really want to ask, but I can't because I'm actually a police officer for the city. And I want to get fired just yet. But I'm tired of spineless leaders, spineless politicians, and there's a lot of things that I really want to get out right now. But to my question, what advice would you give to a young black conservative who wants to create their own platform, or to possibly join an already established organization or platform such as Turning Point USA, like Brendan Tatum? That's one of my guys too. Police officer, also 5.5 years, and I ain't gonna lie, I'm ready to expose these
Well, the first thing that I would say is to figure out how you want to get involved, because right now you're mincing your words because you have to, which is why Brandon had to leave the police force, because he was tired of mincing his words. And he felt like he could
Hold on.
support the police force better if he could say everything he wanted to, and I think that he's found that that's true.
Hold on. So if we have any police officers watching, let me know in the comment section. Is there like I'm sure like a code of ethics or something? There's like certain things you can't talk about. You're anonymous in the comment section unless like you have like your actual name. Then don't comment. I don't want you to out yourself. I don't want you to get yourself canceled and fired from your job. All right, but maybe make an anonymous YouTube account and come back and comment. You know what I mean? And let me know, what aren't police officers allowed to say? Is it just like political stuff? Are they not allowed to criticize their political leaders at the time? What's the situation with that? Or I guess anybody that knows. I mean, if anybody's a spouse to a police officer and kind of know the situation, let me know in the comment section. That's very, very interesting. I didn't know about that. Had no clue. Anyway. Let's continue.
And had to leave the police force because he was tired of mincing his words. And he felt like he could support the police force better if he could say everything he wanted to, and I think that he's found that that's true. So if you want to get involved on like a smaller level with community events and stuff, I run Blexit.com. Charlie runs CPUSA. We both have tabs that say get involved, where you can link up. It'd be great to have you as an ambassador because you're obviously hilarious, and to just get you involved in talking about what you see, just hearing that background of your story, that's already inspiring. Like I'm already like, there it is, like coming from absolutely nothing and standing up there and being on the side of the police and on the side of law and order. That's a story people need to hear. And if you want to get involved on a louder level, speak out unapologetically. Don't care what they say, what they have to say. You already have the credentials. All of the victimhood stuff that they think gives you street cred, you got it, right? So say exactly what you want and inspire others to recognize that there's no virtue in remaining a victim. There's no virtue in staying on the streets. There's no virtue in becoming a gang member. We need more people like you speaking out, full stop. So you'll always find a home getting involved in our organizations.
Yeah, I don't get the whole victim's mentality. There's nothing good that comes out of it. And I think one of you even mentioned a study to me. Forgive me because I'm forgetting who did it, but you brought up a study that highlighted how miserable some of these victim mentality or these social justice warriors out here are. How depressed and how sad they are because they're literally making themselves that way. And I'm like, that is a horrible life to live, right? Because once again, and I'm sure we all know this, but hopefully the rest of the world realizes this, you get one life. If you want to waste it away, forcing yourself to be sad and mad about a bunch of nothing, you're going to get to the end of it and wish you had lived it. The doctor's not going to walk in with some magic reset button from God and, oh, would you like to reset your life, sir? Some angels will come down and, do their thing, and you'll go back into your mom's womb and time will rewind. It's not going to happen. And until these folks realize that, I think they're going to continue on their path, and it's going to be a sad ending. It's going to be a very sad ending. There was a quote from, I think it was Denzel Washington, and he said, imagine on your deathbed, or it wasn't Denzel Washington. It was, I forgot the motivational speaker's name, but he said, imagine you're on your deathbed and around you are the figures of the dreams and the ideas that you never brought to this earth. With large and angry eyes, they look at you and scream at you. You were the only one that could have brought us here, and you failed. That quote was powerful for me when I heard that, because, the old saying, the richest place in the world is the graveyard, because there you'll find all the ideas to things that could have changed the world, but people that were too afraid or too busy protesting or being a social justice warrior to actually do something about those ideas. What do y'all think about that? Do you find that to be true? Let me know in the comment section.
Yeah, I agree to everything you said. I think what will also help is a little bit younger black conservatives and stuff. People can reach out to those who still stuck in this mindset, like I used to be. As we already know, 90% of black people vote Democrat for no reason at all. I was once that person. So yeah, if you have a position, hit me up.
I love that. I love that.
Our team will
Get his
in touch,
information.
and I'll
Yeah,
just say
that's
one
awesome.
final thing.
Thank you.
You said a video changed your life, and you could end up making videos that could change other people's lives. So think about that. God bless you. Thank you.
Which is kind of ironic. Kind of ironic. He said his journey started with Candace Owens. Mine started with Jordan Peterson. I remember it because, you know, I randomly, somebody suggested Jordan Peterson to me. And, you know, I was just kind of like, I don't even know who this guy is, you know. I was previously, for those that don't know, I was doing music reaction videos. So if you like scroll through the channel now, you're going to have to go back pretty far because I think I just looked. We're probably 500 to 600 videos in thus far in this journey. Yeah, 500 to 600 videos, give or take. You know, I didn't count them, you know, down to a T, but it's between 500 and 600 videos, you know, down this journey. So you're going to have to scroll back on the channel pretty darn far. But I used to do music reaction videos, and a Jordan Peterson video got suggested to me. And, you know, I kind of pushed it off and kept doing my thing, you know, going along the music reaction videos and that sort of thing. And, you know, I just was like, you know what? Let me check it out. So of course I did, you know, and it was interesting. It's like, hold on. Let me dive a little bit deeper. Let me see what this is really about. So, you know, and the more I got into it, I was like, wow, this is actually right. How have I been so closed-minded to this? Like, they're actually telling the truth. And then of course we got into Thomas Sowell, which was absolutely incredible. It's like, whoa. Why have I not known about this guy? Why is he not being talked about in schools? Thomas Sowell? Come on. People like Jordan Peterson? Why am I not learning about these gentlemen? And as they say, the rest was history. Here we are today, 500 to 600 videos in now. And I think that first video was that... if I remember right, it was like the beginning of March, the Jordan Peterson video. The beginning of March this year was the first Jordan Peterson video. And then like the next one was probably, you know, 4 days after that or something. Then it was like 2 days after that. And then it was like one every day. And now we're doing 3 every day. So yeah, absolutely. One video, you know, kind of changed my life. And, Jordan Peterson was the beginnings of that, for sure. Kind of opened my eyes to just listening to different ideas and hearing other people's stances and just opening my mind to it all. Because like the gentleman said, most black people just follow along with the Democrat, you know, kind of guideline. If you're black, you got to vote Democrat. That's just the thing. It just is what it is. You know, if you're born with this amount of melanin in your skin, then you gotta believe in the Democrats. And yeah, it's kind of interesting how that all works, how that has all like become like the thing. Black people have to vote Democrat, which obviously from the polls and some of these statistics that have come out more recently is beginning to change, which is why I think, you know, the border is open. But, you know, we can save that conversation for another day. But yeah, definitely right. One video can change people's lives, and hopefully, you know, through my videos, I've helped to educate or bring different thoughts to people's minds, which is what this is all about. You know, obviously, you know, I'm still learning myself. I don't have all the answers or know everything there is to know, so I'm still learning, but hopefully, you know, the more these videos come out, people see, hey, I should have an open mind too about all of this stuff. We may not agree. And that's totally fine. Not everybody's going to agree on everything. I think I once saw a quote that said, if everybody in a room agrees, then somebody's lying. And I find that to be true. You know, if everybody in a room is in total agreement, then somebody is lying. somebody has a different opinion on something. It may not be the entire conversation they disagree on, but some bit here or some little bit here they disagree on, and that's totally fine. We should encourage, more dialogue between people who disagree. Everything around us, like I've stated before, is a product of disagreement. I'm sure we all have different phones. I'm sure a lot of you have iPhones. I don't, and that's totally fine. The cars we drive, the toothbrushes we use, the toothpaste, the TVs we have, and the lip chap we use, and that sort of, all sorts of things. They're a product of disagreement, because if we agreed, it would all be exactly the same, So disagreement isn't such a bad thing. But anyway, I know I've talked enough. Y'all let me know what you thought about this one in the comment section below. Like, share, comment, and of course, hit that subscribe button before you go. Thank you guys for tuning in once again. Peace and love. I'm out.